In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful, my name is Gabriel Morton, and this is Gabrielism, program number 62. God bless you all of the nations and all of the peoples in the world. And I want best for every nation without any bias about everything. My name is Gabriel Morton. My Iranian name is Ali Reza Jafarpur, and I claim very important thing. Please consider all of the noble people in the world, all of the noble journalists, even the staff for intelligence information service, security service in every country, including the CIA, MI6, all of the nations in the world, all of the noble politicians, noble journalists, and everybody who want better world, better place, more beauty for all of the nations and all of the countries. I have a great claim, and I claim very important thing. I have a special knowledge, and this special knowledge can make improvement and achievement in science and technology and take long 200 years for ordinary people to achieve my knowledge. I am not joking, and that is, I am not bluffing. And for example, the knowledge about making raining 2 or 3 months in every place that I go there, I have this special knowledge. Make raining by using the power of the mind, and that is teachable, and I hope I teach for every nation and every country one day this special knowledge. Plus that this special knowledge will help you to develop your cognitive system or of the perception. You can develop, you can expand, you can extend your consciousness field. In the philosophy that discovered by me, consciousness has field and has physical field, and you can develop this physical field, and you can extend that, and that will make for you and anybody that do my practices that I will introduce later. These physical practices. These physical practices will help you to develop and expand your consciousness field. So that is very important knowledge, and will be useful for any country, any people that use my knowledge. What is the benefit? For example, one of the benefits making raining by using the power of the consciousness and by power of concentrate mind. So let me describe by using one story how much would be important this knowledge. Another time, I claim to you, for most of the physicists, most of the scientists, for all of the human beings, take 200 years for human being to access my knowledge. Later on, I will describe why I think my knowledge, if I don't speak about that, take 200 years for human beings. So God bless you all. In this part of the Gabrielism that I described, and I will upload to YouTube channel, you will have a vision what will happen in the future for all of the nations and all of the countries. So this is very important program at the same time that is warning for all of the nations and all of the peoples. Also, that is good news that I have gift for all of the nations. Um, Let me start a story. This story can be a science fiction movie, and I will write it and offer to the companies make a movie by this. But I want to say all of the things that I will tell you, that is not fiction, that is proof, but that is not scientifically proven. So I call that not proven reality or unproven reality. 2025. 2025, all of the peoples in the world, they are so much happy, and the speed of the science and knowledge and technology development in the world is 2000 times more than 2024. Everybody feel himself or herself important in the world. All of the countries live peacefully together. Every nation is broader for his neighbor. All of the isolated villages in the world will be seen by a lot of tourists and passengers. These passengers come to every, even desolated people, and even for most villages, a lot of people will go there for visit nation and give kindness and take kindness. People give energy to each other and take energy from each other. This positive energy, that is because of the real relationships. Instead of using cell phones, people go to meet each other and bring for each other the trophies of the happiness and goodness and well-being, wealth, health, and beauty for all of the nations. So they give and gain positive energy from each other, and that is in a real relationship. So all of the nations are happy. All of the individuals, they are happy. There is no sorrow in the world. No one is alone. All of the human beings feel unity with each other. Nothing can make trouble between people. There is no wall and border between peoples and nations. All have enough motivation for life, so they continue living without any depression. There is no thinking about suicides. There is no horror from each other. Nobody fear from another human being. All of the 8 billion people cooperate to each other to make the best about each other. So the life for everybody is beautiful. Everybody is happy, and that is only and only just because of a good decision. They saved the man who saved the world. This good decision happened in March 2024. 2024, in March, world made a good decision, especially by United Nations. One unknown contact is inside the cell phone of the Gabriel Morton. Gabriel Morton answer, and other side of the cell phone is the representative of United Nations who live inside Europe, and this man or woman said to me hey, we know your name is Ali Reza Jafarpur or Gabriel Morton. You tried many times for 13 years to come to some free and democratic countries like Europeans and America, but the enemies of the democracies, they made a lot of obstacles and depression for you because they followed you uh, in every country and prevent you traveling to the free and democratic lands. We were considering you and your case. You can't live in your country, and because that is because you are not religious. So we decided to invite you to our country, and after a few days, you will receive by mail and by post a new international United Nations passport, and this is $10,000. You will have a free ticket to Paris. Then you can go to the airport and use your own passport and come to Paris. So they did this good decision and invited Gabriel Morton to come to the central office of France 24, a news channel, and in this international worldwide radio television YouTube program, Gabriel Morton is about to speak about his own knowledge. This is the studio of France 24 that I am invited there, and I went there and explained about my claims about genuine knowledge. I say to them that is easy for me to make raining even inside the desert for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, whatever we want. So Gabriel Morton went there to rescue all of the 8 billion people from the pain, sorrow, poverty, and war. And if this is not happen, this good decision if is not happen by war, what we will see in the future, obviously the atomic wars will destroy, and the annihilation will happen for all of the human beings, because we are now in 2024 in the process toward this annihilation for all of the nations. So that was the greatest, most best news received for Gabriel, and Gabriel said, after saying thank you so much, he said goodbye, and he was waiting for invitation letter, passport, ticket, and money that they paid them by using cryptocurrencies. By this good decision, Europe made itself another time at the center of the attentions and the capital for positive change in the world. So the very hard life just before invitation passed, and all of the procedures that was to make worse the conditions for most of the human beings, reversed it, and everything was better day by day, because Gabriel Morton or Ali Reza Jafarpur went to the desert at the south of the Europe city by city, state by state, country by country, village to village, and made it raining by using the concentration power and mind power. Then he made international worldwide teaching room and worldwide festival, invite people, and people went there to learn about the new philosophy, the new scientific philosophy by Gabriel Morton. Gabriel Morton, in those classrooms, explained how achieved to this knowledge and how much this knowledge is useful for all of the nations and all of the countries, and make peace between Eastern countries and Western countries. Truly, that was the best God-given gift for all of the humanity, and especially for farmers who provide foods for all of the nations. That was really, really, really the God-given gift. But Gabriel Morton wanted to explain and teach how that is possible for every human being to do this, to make raining in his own or her own village. He explained a new type and system about government, something that is acceptable for all of the countries, especially that is acceptable for China and Russia, because this new system of the government proposed by Gabriel Morton, that was something based on justice and something between the stubborn capitalism of the United States of America and Eastern philosophy of the governing based on socialism. So, both sides, that was possible by this new philosophy, they got closer to each other, and the flames of the war between Europe and Russia step by step decreased. So all of the disasters and the process of toward the disasters, the process of the annihilation for human being, by this initiation by European Commissioner of the United Nations, who called Gabriel Morton, finished. That was the best and most important decision made by United Nations. So, the procedure just before the speech and teachings by Gabriel Morton, the procedures and process was toward atomic bomb war between Russia and other nations, and Gabriel Morton miraculously released this bad situation and helped to all of the nation to get rid of these disasters and make it possible all of these powers in the world humbly make agreement with each other for permanent peace. The universal government was the result of the teachings by Gabriel Morton. He called this philosophy gabrielism, and this philosophy was the philosophy without any bias, and that was based on justice for all of the nations toward make a universal government and universal democratic elections and universal banking and monetary system, and universal system of the tax, and everything is acceptable to be universal by both sides of the power, from Eastern countries, Asians, and America. They came together about permanent peace and permanent agreement to make justice. So the art of the Gabriel was not the art of Gabriel was not just about make raining for all of these blessed countries and blessed lands, but also he had many things to teach. For example, he could make a lot of gift of the knowledge, the trophies of the knowledge, the treasures of the knowledge for all of the nations. For Jews, Gabriel Morton can explain where is the ethic of the Moses and what happened for ethic of the Moses. That is very, very important. What happened for ethic of the Moses? If this ethic is able to become a snake another time or not. So the gift of the Gabriel for all of these nations is unbelievable miracle, like something like the Jesus. So he made suggestions for all of the nations, and after explaining the total philosophy of the Gabrielism, all of the peoples understood that is the reasonable philosophy and also advanced version of their own religion. So they accepted that and came together in the Europe, who was now the capital of the world and the center of the attentions and the focus place for all of the people who want change. They came over there. That was a lot of income plus blessings for all of the Europe and European countries. So for the first time during the history, the capitalism protectors were ready to sit around a table beside the socialism defenders, and they solved the problem miraculously. If they didn't so, that was atomic war, without any doubt, as a bad fortune for all of the peoples who live on earth. That was really the end of the time for human beings, and that was a really annihilation for all or for almost most of the countries. So that was a great initiation by European countries about inviting Gabriel and um, publish the teachings of the Gabrielism, and philosophy of the Gabrielism was spread to all of the nations. So really, Gabrielism made 200 years advancement, and it made achievement about science and technology. That was very amazing idea, even without using uh, Elon Musk devices and implants inside the brain. For all of the human beings, that is possible to, to expound and develop their own cognitive system. However, Elon Musk has the same aim by using these devices, devices that he invented in the laboratory and want to implant on the brain that take, even for Elon Musk, more than 10 years after successful experiments about these implants. Very slowly they can improve and increase the capacity of the human being about cognitive system. So Gabriel Morton made a shortcut that in the way that would take 200 years for all of the human being. Gabriel Morton defined what is the reality of the consciousness and describe how consciousness of the human being is a physical field, and like other physical fields like electromagnetic fields, human beings, they are able to expound this cognitive system, this consciousness fields, and these consciousness fields, if expound, the achievement about science and technology will go so much faster, and human being will be able to do extraordinary, unbelievable things for himself, and about improvement for all of the human beings. If they did by doing this action by European countries, in 1 or 2 years, all of the human beings will be equipped with the robotics that they are servant in all of the jobs, and everybody has his or her own servant, so he or she will be free to travel to every place in the world and give knowledge and take knowledge, give kindness and take kindness. All of the human being will be aim and goal about improvement about themselves and about all of the human being societies. So that was the best decision, inviting Gabriel Morton to Europe. All of the place in the world. At the time of the speech by Gabriel Morton about this new amazing philosophy, they start unbelievable development, economic development, and scientific development, and technological development. Gabriel Morton has the vast knowledge. This knowledge is God given directly, and if human being use this knowledge, he will be 200 years further about solving all of the philosophical and scientific paradox and dilemma, and all of the scientific problems, engineering problems will solve less than 1 year, and that is the promise of the Gabriel Morton. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. God bless you all. And if I introduce Gabrielism as a unified governmental system, immediately China and Russia will join to international society, because that is acceptable for China and Russia and even North Korea. They will join together and they will join to the all of the European countries and America, they will join together because that is acceptable for all sides and all of the human beings will be winner. But I want to tell you everybody my warning. If you continue your varying stubbornness, the varying approach by Europeans against Russia, if they continue humiliating Russian, great nation after Russia, I promise you atomic war will happen at the first day inside 2025. We have two approach about solving all of the problems that a human being will face in the future days. The one way is gabrielism that will be accepted by all of the countries as a new model of the government. And finally, we will choose by democratic elections a worldwide government of the Jesus inside Europe. If you do so, that is the salvation for all of the human beings, happiness and justice and beauty for all of the nations and for everybody will come after this decision. Otherwise, I promise to you, Russia and North Korea will start atomic war because if you want to humiliate these countries, if you want to continue your violent behavior against these great nations, they will do revenge and you can't do anything. So join to the Gabrielism. Believe me, that is the blessing for all of the nations and that is the happiness for all of the nations. Otherwise, that is the pain. If you continue your right way, that is the painful life for everybody who want to persist on this right way that they called frankly new world order. That is the new world disorder, and that is not based on justice. That is based on cheating, and I want to say that is not good future for all of the human beings. Believe me, make a good decision. Gabrielism is good for all of the peoples, except the factories of the weapons, Gabrielism is good for all of the nations and all of the people. Believe me. Okay, let's go. I have to finish. Gabrielism will give you aim, will give you happy life, and will give you the methods to have very happy life beyond suicide, beyond depression. But inside Iran, I can't present this philosophy because of the many reasoning. Mullahs, Republic Islamic of Iran want to clue or want to attach, want to lock themselves as a variant ideology of the Shiite to the philosophy of the Gabrielism, that is the philosophy of the communication with angels, and belong to all of the religions, even Hinduism and Buddhism and Shintoism and Taoism, and many other Eastern philosophies, included Western religions, Abraham religion, Jews, and Christians. Republic Islamic of Iran and Shiite, they want to say that we are only truth in the world, and they make disaster for all of the nations. So I have to travel to Europe to explain this God-given knowledge. That is the God-given knowledge. If you reject that, you will see annihilation for all of the nation. Thank you so much. Any developer, describer, publisher, God bless you all. Thank you so much.